I want to share something with you that it's something that I don't know if I talk about this enough, but it's something that completely changed everything for me on my weight loss journey. It changed everything for me on my weight loss journey, and I want you to have this too, because this clarity, I believe, is going to be so profound for you. For such a long time on my weight loss journey, when I was stuck and I couldn't lose weight, I believed that I had a discipline problem. I believed that I sabotaged myself, right? I sabotage myself every time I lose weight. It was so subtle. And it sounded a little bit differently. And I think it's important that I talk to you about how it sounded. I'll just start again on Monday. This one time, just having this cake at Jillian's birthday party, this doesn't really matter. I can have a couple of bites of this and I'll still lose the weight. Or, you know what, I'm just going to eat this. Or, the thought was, I always end up sabotaging myself anyway. I didn't think that. And it didn't feel like I was doing anything bad because I was doing something that I had always done. And it felt, when I would think these thoughts, it felt completely reasonable. And that was the problem. They were right to me. But just because a thought is right to you doesn't mean it's righteous. I didn't have a sabotage problem. I had an agreement problem. And that agreement was shaping my behavior. And my behavior was shaping my becoming. Right? The war that you're fighting right now is not with food. This war is with agreement. I started asking, and this might be a question you want to ask yourself, what must I believe for this pattern to continue so that I can quit quitting on myself? And that question right there exposed everything. For me, the belief was I can lose weight, but I always sabotage. And as long as I believed that, I would always behave in ways that made it true. And if I want to become somebody different, I must believe something different. So I swapped it. And so instead of me believing the thought, I always sabotage. That thought became, you know what? I'm learning consistency. And I don't have to repeat old cycles. So when that old thought came, whatever form it was in, I'll start over on Monday. Or I shouldn't have to say no. I would interrupt it. I started to speak what it was that I knew I had to believe as absolute truth instead of believing what I was believing as my truth. And I had to start practicing different behaviors, like small things. Like just create a plan and obey the next right thing. And just do the next right thing. And practice stacking victories. Find the lie. And then just swap it with truth. And then absolutely start practicing refusing to agree with that old thought, right? You practice interrupting the pattern. That's how you renew your mind. And then start to behave like somebody who believes that she's included, that these things are all possible for her, because that is how transformation begins, even on your weight loss journey.